Dan Rother, top student athlete recruiting. Talking today about emailing college coaches. Email is still the preferred way to do initial outreach to college coaches and to try to get on their radar as someone who is interested in their program and hopefully find a way for them to watch you play and watch your video and understand a little bit about who you are and why you might be a good fit for that college. So today I'm going to talk about how to email college coaches. A couple quick rules of thumb. I think it's important that you, as a top student athlete recruiting client, that you check your email daily. You may get a response from a coach, and it's important that you reply within 24 hours. I like to say 24 hours because coaches recruit kids that are excited about their program. They are recruiting a lot of players to fill their roster spots. And so if you get back first, you're one of the first ones to get back to them, you might move up the list, right? There shows there's an excitement to things. So check your email daily. Make sure you're reaching back to college coaches, letting them know who you are, those types of things, and starting the conversation. Plus, coaches recruit kids that are good communicators. So the better a communicator you are, um, the better opportunities you might have. So when you email college coaches, a couple quick things on your Productive Recruit account. Share my screen here, show you how to do that. Um, Productive Recruit's always coming up with some new features and things like that. So this is a little fake profile that I have. First thing you need to go to is settings. Okay, in your settings, you can go to email and you can set up your email signature. Okay, this is your email signature that goes out to whenever you send an email. This automatically adds to your profile. Makes things really easy. You don't have to worry about typing it in every time or copy and pasting. Also, at the bottom, you know, um, they automatically include the following text. To view my full profile and video, click the following link. So that's automatically added every time. Um, so that's great. It makes emailing college coaches a little bit easier, quicker. So on their side of your profile here, there's a little thing that says emails, right? So this is newer feature. It's real easy. You can see all the emails you've sent. You can see if they're opened by a college coach. That's really nice to kind of know, hey, they actually looked at my profile. Doesn't mean they're interested, right? But they've looked at it. College coaches do usually have a filtering process, they look at things. They have assistant coaches look at things. They might have a day of the week they look at things. They may not open things. If they don't hit it, open it for a long time, you might hit them again, right? And keep trying. It's worth to keep trying to see if they're opening things and put yourself in those situations. Compose. All right, so compose. You can go in here and you can select the program you're going to email. You're going to select Notre Dame. Notre Dame and soccer. There's a couple Notre Dames, right? There's Notre Dame College, there's Notre Dame of Maryland, and there's University of Notre Dame. Then you can go in here, write the subject. You can do a template subject where it adds your grad year and the college or whatever you want to set up. Or you can just type in class, 2025, outside back. Who do you want to send it to? Okay, there's all the coaches and the staff. I typically suggest sending it to all of them. You can send it to the head coach, the assistant coaches. They all will get the email because you don't know which one is in charge of opening emails and things like that. You can head coach one, blind or copy the other ones. You can add myself over here to be able to someone that you can blind copy it. Don't worry about that. I can see that you're sending emails within your profile, so don't worry about blind copying me. Just I can see it when I open my email every morning. So you can either come in here and start typing the email, hey coach, and type whatever you want. You can copy and paste it. You can make it your own. You can choose a template. I'm starting to add templates to Productive Recruit. Within there, it automatically fills, based on who you are. So it automatically filled this in. Coach Riley, we know he was the head coach at Notre Dame. This is, I added my name. Class of 2025 from Dubuque, Iowa. All right. I leave these parts blank because it doesn't automatically fill these. You're going to have to add these high school, club, list some of your strengths as a player, intended major. Then it fills in the rest. Okay. Another one is the intro letter. It automatically filled in here. Um, you can add your own things. Obviously, you might want to add some more specific things about a school or why you're interested in them. But keeping them short and sweet is ideal because college coaches, they're certainly getting a ton of emails and reading a long, overly drawn out thing is hard to read and it takes time. They might just skip it. Here's another one I wrote. You know, this personal connection, right? Why you might be interested in that school, and you have to type that in. Right? I recently had the pleasure of um, meeting one of your players attending a camp, or my aunt lives in town, and that's why it reinforced my belief that Notre Dame would be a good pick for. There's all kinds of different profile templates you can use. I also have them in the checklist. If you go to checklists and you click on how to talk to college coaches, all right, you can go in here and view it, right? And it's got a ton of templates for you to use. It also has some more rules on what I think are good ways to reach out to college coaches. So here's a bunch of different templates. Start a season letter, different things like that. Showcase schedule letter, sending an ID camp email, all these different ones that you can go ahead and use. You can just copy and paste them, put them into your Productive Recruit. All right, and you're good to go. So use those. Use emailing college coaches that way. And the other way you can reach out to college coaches is right through um, your schools, right? So if you're talking to a school, you have favorites, right? You have schools that you like in your program. Let's just say, you know, um, there's a Pacific here. I just picked this one. I can go in here and email the coaches directly, pose an email to the coaches. Same type of thing exists, right? I can say to who, all right, the head coach, subject, save the draft. I'm not quite ready to send it, but it gives me an opportunity to email coaches right through the college. It will also within here, just a quick note, you can write down notes. Hey, I talked to the coach, right? And so within here, I can say, I can just put a note that I saw the coach at my game and talk briefly after. Right. Create it. It goes into your notes. So then I see that as your advisor, but you keep track of things. Or what did the coach say on a call? You can add another note. It could be um, had a call and coach thinks I'll start. I think that's no coach really says that, but maybe they do, right? But it keeps track of what coaches are saying because you're gonna get a lot of information from a lot of different coaches, and you want to make sure you're keeping track of that. But the other thing, it just keeps track of everything's for you in one spot. And for me, I can see what you're doing with a coach, that you've been in touch with a coach, so then your activity pops up on my screen. I'll see when you send emails, I see when you add a team to your favorites, I'll see when you have a note for a college coach or you had a conversation with a coach. If you never know what to say to a coach back in an email, so they email you back and say, "Hey, thanks for getting back to me. Here's what our program's all about. Here's some next steps. You don't know what to say, email me, send me a screenshot. I'll give you some tips on what to say back to a college coach in hopes that we can generate more interest and we can move you to the top of the list. That's the goal here, right? So emailing college coaches is a big deal. Productive Recruit, our supplier for our profile, it really does a good job of helping make that easier. And one thing I will say is when you do email a coach, the return email comes to your Gmail or your iCloud or whatever email, personal email you use, and then you can start a back and forth there. But the initial email, and it's just a technology thing, initial thing email comes from you for through your Productive Recruit account. Okay. But and once they respond to you, it's coming directly from your Gmail back and forth or whatever kind of email you're using. So it's a little tip there. If there are questions, let me know. And hopefully that makes some sense.